Hi guys. Went to the psychiatrist. He thought I was going for myself. I said, no, I ain't coming for myself. Not yet. Uh, I want advice. I need advice because I'm in a dead end here and I don't know what to do. I came in here last year with my mother. Oh, I remember your mother, the woman who drinks a lot, and I don't remember what else he said anyway. Yes, so he said, what is the problem? I said, well, the problem has gotten worse since last year. Didn't think it would, but it could, but it did. And we are at the point where we are the family, we feel terrible because we don't want to be near this woman anymore. And at the same time, we cannot abandon her like this. And she's saying she will burn the field. She gets in anger fits and she insults us, phones us, insults us, trying to make us fight between us, and all that. He was like, he asked me a few questions about the family and all that, her family. I said, do you know if there's any case of bipolar in the family? I said, no, I don't know, and I doubt they knew anything about that back then. I just started 3-4 years ago doing my research about that, when I realized that it was not only alcohol, it was something more in this woman. And I have to tell you the truth, I said bipolar was very close, but not close enough, because it could be as close to me or my sister, Then I researched borderline. That didn't sum it up either. And I didn't have time to finish my sentence, and he said, could it be narcissism? Because narcissistic personality disorder? I said, absolutely. That just filled all the blanks. So that completely describes my mother. Does she have control? Does she want to have control over everything? I said, absolutely, over everything. If she could, she would control what time I wake up and what time I go to sleep. And she has tried. I said, it's not that she hasn't tried. Anyway, so I said, and my problem is that, well, I was told that there's only one way, 2 signatures from close family, relatives, and then they come and take her, and they take her to the worst clinic in Athens, which I don't want. We don't want that. And he was like, why? I was like, because it's not human. It's like, it's not human. We can't put the woman through that and all that. I said, well, they're not going to harm her. They're going to do more good than the way she's living now. And she's not going to stay there forever. They will take her for 2 months. They will regulate her medication. And most importantly, make her stop drinking. And then I had explained to him before that our goal was to have a woman take care of her, because this woman cannot go in old people's house. Impossible. The way she is. And we can't even find a woman to take care of her now in the condition she's in, because this is going to end up bad and very fast. In 1 week, the woman will leave. She is totally impossible. So I said, yeah, and so we thought that maybe if she goes into a clinic, but how can she go in a clinic in another way than by force? Well, she can't, he said. She can't go unless she accepts for a social worker we call it, to come and pay her a visit, and then convince her that she has to go in a clinic. First of all for rehab, and then everything will follow there. They will give her the right medication and everything. So it will make her a bit calmer and nicer for somebody to take care of her. A funny point of my appointment with the psychiatrist was like, at the end, he was like, okay, now I need my medication, I can't handle these kind of stories. And he was joking, and he was saying, how do you cope? Do you take any medication? I said, no, I don't. And I also have stopped drinking. I don't drink like I used to because I don't react well to it. I know it's a bad combination. And do you go to therapy? He said, because you have to help yourself too to get through this kind of situations. And I said, well, I've been on the waiting list for 1 year, and there's never any place for me, and especially since I'm moving in between 2 islands, and I don't want to change I want the therapist I had who's been following me. And did she help, he asked. I said, of course she did. She helped a lot. But last year I found myself in a spot where I couldn't handle it anymore, and then waiting, for a gap somewhere. I was lucky enough to find a community on YouTube that helped me a lot. I said, because in Greek there's not much, but in English there's a lot of other groups and all there where you can find help, and I was lucky enough to stumble upon that YouTube community. And I'm doing a lot better, I said, because of this community. So that's good. But if you want, again, now we can put you up on the waiting list again, so when I know where I'm gonna stay, that would be fine. For the moment, in 2 months I'm leaving again, I'm going to the other island, so anyway. So yeah, he kind of convinced me to convince her to get a social worker to come over. And at the same time, he said it's hard because, these people, they know how to fool anybody. So it's going to be hard because she's going to put a show. And it's not with one appointment that the woman or the man is going to be able to diagnose her. Because once they diagnose her and they decide that she needs psychiatric help, and it will be just the social worker and I who can decide. And so we went the next day. We decided to go. 5 of us, my father, the brother-in-laws, and sisters. And it was very interesting. We had decided that my brother-in-law, who is a businessman, and he's very... First of all, he doesn't have anything personal with her. To get into the conversation, you did, I did, you said, I said. So he said, I'm going to speak for all of us. I'm not going to say anything about psychiatric clinic and all that. Right to the point, but with tact. And he did a really good job of telling her that we care about her, that we're worried, and we all live far away, and it's not easy for us to know that she's in danger, that she can fall down the steps any moment, that she can have a car accident, she shouldn't be driving, she doesn't eat properly because of her medical exams she had. The result is that she's not feeding herself properly, and she's not taking care of herself properly, so she needs a woman. Now has come the time for you to accept help from your family, and so we will find the right woman. But for this to happen, you need a special person from the government who's going to come, talk to you, see what you need, how do you need to live, what are your goals and all that, and then he will decide who's the best person to come and take care of you. Didn't say nothing about psychiatric clinic. But so we're hoping that when the guy tells me, you have a big problem, you have to go, whatever. So at least to have her accept him coming over. she did try many times, of course, to change the conversation and to put the blame on somebody else when we told her, you forget, we have a conversation, then you said we never had it. Yes, but this was your fault then. She knows exactly when it is that she has supposedly forgotten, and she says, yeah, but that day we talked about this, and then I forgot what I wanted to say, or I said something that was wrong. Excuses after excuses. She was trying to escape constantly, but my brother-in-law is really good at that, so he was like putting her back on track. And when we left the house, and she accepted, but was not really accepted, except she was like, because he was like, I have an appointment now and I have to go, so we're not going to waste all day. This is a decision you have to make now. Do you say okay and we take over and continue what has to be done, or do you say no and we all leave our ways and you're not going to see anybody anymore because nobody's going to want to come and see you? Oh, because of her ups and downs. Of course, he talked about her ups and downs. One day you like this, the other day you like that, and we cannot follow, and it's difficult for us, and all this. And you're not having fun anymore, and you're not enjoying your life anymore, and we want you to get old in a decent way, in your house, with a woman who's taken care of, that you can boss around. And tell her, I need this, I need that, I want you to drive me to the supermarket, or whatever, making it look good, because she was like, but I don't want to live with somebody else. I don't want somebody else living in my house. Yes, but your house is 200 square meters, we can separate it and you'll still have a big house, and the woman's going to live next to you. Yes, but I cannot live up there because there are steps. No, the woman's going to live there, you're going to live down. On the lower part. Yes, but I don't like the bathroom in this part. Don't worry, we'll fix you the best bathroom, the one you've always dreamt of. And because it has to change, you can't have a tub which you can't bath in. It's gonna have to be easy for you to make your old days easy with no problems. And we're not in a situation where we can spend money. You don't worry about money, we'll take care of everything, I mean, my brother-in-law, for us, had an answer to everything, yet she was trying and find ways out of it. And you could tell that at the end when he said, okay, now you have to decide because I have to go, and we're all together here and you have to decide, can we book you an appointment with this person? And she was like, okay, yes, On the way back, my brother-in-law said, okay, I gave you 24 hours. She's going to change her mind and find any fucking excuse, not to agree. Well, that was 11 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, she phoned my father saying, I'm not too sure about accepting the deal you made, No, there's many things I don't accept and it can't happen this way and all that. So my father thought, okay, tomorrow morning I'll come again and talk to you before I leave. That was yesterday. So this morning my father went again there. I was with him because we had to drive him there. And we started again, this time a little more down to the truth, Look, you have to grab this opportunity, because now you will do that decently. If you don't, it won't be long before we're gonna have to decide for you, and you're not gonna like what we decide for you. So again, we had the conversation. I said, the person has to come. It cannot go on like this. You cannot live like this. You don't remember this, you don't remember that. It was, again, she was excuses when I gave her an example of the conversation with my sister and my brother-in-law, that she thought we had a great talk and it was fantastic, and my sister she was horrible. She told us, I hate my daughters and fuck off and I don't know what, and she thought, to me, she was saying that she had a wonderful conversation. I said, you see, this is not the truth what you're saying. So you're either lying on purpose, which I don't want to think that, I said, or you forget. And this is very important that you're starting to forget. It means that you're not taking your medication. It means that you're not eating properly. It means that many things can happen to you. And the way you had to take care of your mother when she was getting old, whether she liked it or not, this is how it's going to happen now. But we're still trying to get your approval. And I don't speak Greek, and how am I going to understand this man? It was like, oh, ridiculous excuse. Oh, come on, Mum, I'll come here. I'll be there when the person comes. And if you don't want me, I'll get out of the room. But if you want me to translate, I'll be there to translate. Of course, she understands Greek. Anyway, so it was... And we'll see. And on my way back, I got a phone call from the social worker, which we thought will, Greece being what it is, we thought they'd call us back in 2 months or 3 months. And they called me in on Friday. The social worker is coming to pick me up, and then we're going to my mother's. So we'll see what happens. What I don't know is, should I warn her from today, or should I warn her the day before? Not warning her, I'm not going to do, that's not right. But should I give her time to prepare? Or should I just give her 1 day? Because I'm sure she's going to clean her house, dress up, go to the hairdresser, look good. This is what she does all the time. When she has to go to a doctor's or whatever, or when she has people that she wants to impress and she doesn't want them to see how she is. So I don't know, but I think I'll probably call her the day before. Would be better and more frank to take that person there by surprise. Have to call them back and see that I didn't make that clear. The guy said we'll come and pick you up and then we'll go, but I didn't ask. Should I warn her that we're coming or what? Yeah, that's the problem there. I didn't think about that. But I'll keep you posted. I keep on saying this is the last video, but there's always one coming around the corner. The evolution of these things are quite interesting, So thank you for listening. And again, thank you for all your comments. You've been very helpful. And have a nice day.